The agreement being signed includes provisions on the respect for territorial integrity and the prohibition of hostilities, the disengagement, disarmament, and conditional integration of non-state armed groups, the establishment of a joint security coordination mechanism, the facilitation of the return of refugees and internally displaced persons, as well as humanitarian access, the reaffirmation of MONUSCO's mandate, and the establishment of a regional economic integration framework. The agreement also includes an annex on the functioning of the Joint Security Coordination Mechanism and the full text of the concept of operations of the Harmonized Plan for the Neutralization of the FDLR and disengagement of forces / lifting of defensive measures by Rwanda, which was agreed to under the auspices of the Luanda process on October 31st, 2024, and adopted by the foreign ministers on November 25, 2024. With the parties' signatures today, the agreement immediately enters into force. Thank you very much. Congratulations. This concludes the proceedings.
In a significant diplomatic breakthrough, the Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda have signed a peace agreement in Washington aimed at de-escalating months of deadly tensions along their shared border. The accord was mediated by the United States and facilitated by Qatar, with former U.S. President Donald Trump playing a prominent role. The agreement was signed by DRC's Foreign Minister, Therese Wagner, and her Rwandan counterpart, Olivier Nduhungirehe, following a week of high-level negotiations. The signing ceremony took place under the auspices of U.S. officials at a closed-door event in Washington, D.C., marking a rare instance of cooperation between the two Central African neighbors whose relations have been marred by mutual accusations and proxy conflict. Can a Western-brokered peace truly serve Africa's interests? The signing of a peace agreement between the Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda in Washington is being hailed as a diplomatic triumph. But beneath the handshakes and headlines lies a question that refuses to be silenced. Can a peace agreement brokered by those who have long profited from Africa's pain truly deliver justice, stability, and dignity to its people? The colonial echo, from exploitation to mediation. For centuries, the West has viewed Congo not as a sovereign state, but as a treasure chest, from Belgium's brutal rubber and ivory extraction under King Leopold II, to today's scramble for cobalt, gold, and rare earth minerals used in iPhones and electric cars. Now, some of those same powers, including the U.S., have positioned themselves as peace brokers in a region they have helped destabilize through arms deals, corporate mining interests, and political interference. Even the cobalt mines that fuel Silicon Valley and Detroit's green energy dreams are still run on what many human rights groups call modern-day slavery, with children digging deep into the earth without safety gear. A particular area of global concern is the widespread use of child labor in cobalt and coltan mines, critical minerals for smartphones, electric vehicles, and other technologies. The Congolese mining industry, often controlled by militias or foreign-backed entities, has long been accused of using child slaves and forced laborers under appalling conditions. Any peace agreement that fails to tackle the economic roots of violence, including the exploitation of child minors, is incomplete, said a Human Rights Watch spokesperson. We must not allow a ceasefire to distract from the daily horrors endured by thousands in the mines. According to UNICEF, an estimated 40,000 children are working in the mines in southern DRC, often without safety equipment, exposed to toxic materials, and earning less than $1 per day. These conditions amount to what many have termed modern-day slavery, and they fuel both local conflict and international ethical debates. The role of African solidarity. The future of this peace will not be determined in Washington or Doha alone, but in Kinshasa, Goma, Kigali, and across the African continent. African civil society, youth activists, regional bodies like the AU, and the African diaspora must push to ensure this is not another top-down agreement that leaves the Congolese poor while global powers profit.